subscribe, follow, like, share. Last Bell Boxing. These guys give you all the exclusives, and next time I get my fight date, it's going to be exclusive on here as well. So make sure you give them all a follow.
Hello, welcome to Last Bell Boxing. Today we're joined by Sean. How you going, Sean?
All good, thanks, mate. Yourself?
Yeah, I'm all good. I need to get this right because he'll bollock me if not. So we've also got Chris from Boxing Bros UK.
Yes, and I'm dedicated. Fresh out of surgery, and I'm here.
Dedication, Chris. Okay, so a bit of an interesting one today. Just one for conversation because I've been getting a bit hammered lately about some of my views. Listen, all my views, post the comments, give me a hammering, but I'd love someone to jump on camera and debate it with me. Stop typing and start talking. Okay. So this is one about who do we think is going to have the best 2026? Do we think it's going to be Eddie Hearn? Or do we think it's going to be Frank Warren? Purely from a stable perspective. Just let's have a chat. So I'm going to come to each of you. If you want to set your stall out why, and then give us your rationale, that'll be great. Sean, I'm going to come to you first. Go for it, and Sean. Talk to us. Who's going to have the best 2026?
Oh, well, it's the old age-old debate, isn't it? Frank against Eddie. I think in the past I would have said Eddie, and wouldn't be too many eyes sort of flattered, I don't think. But I think Frank's had an almost renaissance the last 3 to 5 years, especially since he's been with DAZN as well. The stable he's building, not just heavyweight, light heavyweight as well. Generally got some really good talent. So I think where we sit today in January, I think Frank Warren's going to have a bigger year than Eddie Hearn.
And Eddie Hearn would say to you if he's on this channel, but I'm a global promoter, Sean, and I'm not just a British promoter. How would you counter that?
Well, I would say back to Eddie, my old son, I would say you've been neglecting the UK the last 2 or 3 years, really.
Here's got my Matchroom accreditation, Sean. Cheers for
that. Yeah. I would just say, don't forget where you come from, and let's see some of these big UK shows back, like what you once put on.
And also, Frank Warren is expanded into Germany, isn't there? And he's signed a couple of American fighters, so maybe Warren will start being able to say I'm a global promoter by the end of 2026. Who knows? So you're going for Warren then, Sean. He's going to have the better 2026 over Eddie Hearn, correct? Yeah. Okay. Christopher.
Yeah, got to agree, man. Frank Warren, 100%. Last 3 to 5 years, he's really come back in the game. He owns the heavyweight division in the world, not because Eddie Hearn might say, "Oh, I'm a global." In the heavyweights, Frank Warren, he's got all the best heavyweights in the world globally, because there's not really any good heavyweights in America. I think their best heavyweights is probably that Torres Jr., Anderson, and Baby Miller. That's their best heavyweights in America. The rest of them are they're not the best. They wouldn't even lace anyone's boots like Caballos and Moses and Dubois and all of them. So I think definitely Frank Warren, like you say, he signed a few American fighters and whatnot, but I don't see Frank Warren's never neglected the UK. Like if he put a show on in Germany, he's not there. He sends his sons. He's got Francis Warren. His sons are taking on big roles in the company, and we forget Eddie Hearn is the son. Do you know what I mean? So Eddie Hearn can't give it to his sons. He's only got his got a T-boy. What's he called?
Frank Smith.
Frank Smith. Yeah.
Frank Smith doing a few more cards, aren't he? Why he's been out here, there, and everywhere.
Yeah, but Frank Smith isn't. He's all right, but he's not Eddie Hearn. Do you know what I mean? I love Eddie Hearn. He's got that chatter. And another thing with Eddie Hearn, what I would say is, he can't say he's a global promoter because the cards that he puts on UK, you got the Monte Carlo ones in them hotels.
Australia.
Australia ones. Just lost J.O. Pataya. Big no. That's a shit start to the year. So, but all he does is he's got the Monte Carlo ones that are a bit crap, that no one really watches or goes to, and it's just America. He may as well say, I'm an American promoter now. That's what he should say, because it's right. What he cares about most is America. To me, it's not the world, because the world isn't very good. It's never been great for him. He cares about conquering America, Matchroom USA, and it ain't really working.
Do you know one challenge that Eddie Hearn has got, and you hit the nail on the head? Obviously, there's only one Eddie Hearn in terms of salesman, selling a show, standing there at the front of a press conference. Frank Warren's a bit more coy about it, isn't he? So he has Deb doing all this, obviously talking at the presentation. Yeah. So when George steps into the fold, you don't miss it so much. Whereas when you've got Eddie Hearn doing it and then Frank Smith takes over, Frank openly admits himself that he's not giving the microphone, talking about the show. That's why you notice such a difference, don't you, between delivery styles. Yeah. So I'll come back to you, Sean. Who finishes the year with the most world champions in the stable?
Well, Eddie Hearn's already got one this year so far, hasn't he? I would probably, that's a hard one to say, really, because I don't think Frank's got too many at the minute, has he? He's obviously got the heavyweight guys. Probably, I would say Eddie Hearn on this one, just because of the fighters he's got in positions to fight for world titles currently.
Okay, and what about you, Chris? Where do you think the world titles mostly lie?
Oh,
yeah, I think the heavyweight belts are going to come up for grabs, aren't they? Obviously, Frank's got Wardler.
Yeah, I would say I'm gonna go with Frank Warren still. I am, because he's still Wardley's a WBO champ, like you say. Usyk, he's gonna end up vacating IBF or one of them if he doesn't fight someone soon. Like, because he's fighting Wilder next. So whoever he fights after Wilder, if it isn't Wardley, then he's gonna have to vacate the IBF, because they're gonna say you need to face our mandatory now. You can't have another exception. You can't have another voluntary. And I don't know who the IBF mandatory is. Is it Chisora? Or
I think it might be Chisora. You're right.
I think it's Chisora. So actually, to be fair, he'll probably fight Chisora again. If he's fighting Wilder, he might be like, I'm having a nice chill on the way on the retirement.
Yeah,
so
I think Wardley's just going to segue quickly. I think Wardley's going to fight Chisora.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I don't. I think Wardley, if Wardley fights Fury in his first fight back, I think Wardley will knock him out. I've just got a feeling he's had too much time off, enjoyed himself a little bit, looked a bit out of shape, not as sharp. People think I'm crazy, but I do believe if Wardley fights Tyson Fury next, he will knock him out.
He'll knock Fury out.
He'll knock Fury out. That's what I believe. If Wardley wins by KO.
Okay.
And then I can put it on at the bookies.
Last question to both of you to close the video off. So first to you, Sean. There's rumoured to be a Matchroom versus Queensberry 5x5. And obviously we talk about the entire stable here. So if both promoters put their strongest fighters out in the 5 versus 5, who wins?
Oh, I think at this stage you probably have to go with.
That's why I'm sat in this seat, so I don't have to answer.
I think currently you would have to go with Frank Warren again.
And what weights do you think? Because I think Frank will get the say on the weights, won't he? Because he won the last one. Where would you go? Heavyweight, obviously.
Yeah, I think they'll go light heavy.
What about cruiser?
Yeah. I mean, there isn't particularly a big field that Frank's got at that weight. I don't think, really, is there?
Super feather.
Yeah, I can see that.
Welter.
Lightweight, maybe.
Welter.
Yeah. I reckon they'll probably do quite a few lower weights this time as well, to be honest, if they was to do one.
So you're going for Queensberry to win if they have a 5x5, did you say?
Yeah, I would.
I'm going to play this back when it's announced and just talk, if you get it wrong, I'll put it out.
Yeah.
Coming to you then, Chris. I know we get crystal balling it a little bit here, but if there was a 5 versus 5 and they both put the strongest fighters out, who wins?
I think Queensberry again. I just think that.
Surely not 5-0 this time, though.
I think it'll be closer. obviously, the reason why it's like that bad, though, I think, because obviously Eddie Hearn got in like Deontay Wilder.
Yeah.
Thinking, yeah, that was going to be a given for him. And that was the beginning of the end. So I just think that Eddie, it'll be more competitive. But if you think overall, Frank Warren's got more light heavyweights, more heavyweights, you know, he's got the higher quality people in the stables, man.
And Turkey likes your big boys, don't they?
Exactly, yeah. So I'm going Frank Warren to win 5-3.
And then this promises that this is the last question. Sean, if Eddie and Frank came to you and said, Sean, I'm giving you one wild card pick out of my stable who must appear on this 5 versus 5, who would you throw in?
Oh, I would say from Matchroom, just because I think he's always an entertaining fights. I really like Joe Cordina, so I would like to see him in one.
That's interesting.
And I think from Queensberry, I will go with Nick Ball. Again, he's always an entertaining fight.
And what about you, Chris?
I'm going to say Boots Ennis. Yeah, for Matchroom, Boots Ennis. And Moses Atuma for Frank. They've got to fight in this 5v5, no matter what. And that'd make it for interesting because they're both excellent fighters.
Yeah. So that's our topic on who has the best 2026 and also 5 versus 5. A lot of talking points here. We had great interaction on the channel. Chris, thanks for them few videos, mate. Great job that you did at the boxer show the other day.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sean, for joining. This has been Last World Boxing, proudly sponsored by Shaw Building Services and SC Travel. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video. Cheers, boys.
Sweet. Nice one.